St. Joseph's College for Women, Autonomous Vishakhapatnam, Department of English welcomes you to the online course on Professional Communication in Practice. As part of this course, let us continue with Module 6, Media and Journalism Communication. Facilitated by Dr. T. Bhaskar Sudha, Head Department of English, St. Joseph's College for Women, Autonomous Vishakhapatnam. Now, under this session, we will be dealing with topic 3, writing and presenting news reports and interviews. By the end of this session, the learners will be able to understand the fundamentals of news writing and reporting, learn the structure and elements of a news report, develop interviewing skills for journalism, practice presenting news confidently, apply journalist ethics and accuracy, conduct professional interviews. Now, let us first discuss with what is news reporting is. News reporting is a process of collecting, writing, and presenting information to the public. It informs, educates, and creates awareness in society. Journalist plays a vital role in delivering accurate and timely information, includes news writing, reporting, interviewing, and presenting. So a news reporting is very essential for a media to function freely, right? So firstly, you should collect the information, write it, edit it, proofread it, and then only it can be presented. Then you are actually educating and creating awareness in the society through the report that you are going to present it before the audience. And this also includes news writing, reporting, interviewing, and presenting the report. Since we have seen the definition of news report, now let us see what are the elements involved in a news report. That is, what are the headings or subheadings involved in writing a report. Firstly is the headline. It captures the reader's attention. So the headline should be crisp and very concise and precise so that it catches the attention of the readers. Then the byline. Byline is the name of the reporter, whoever is reporting, the person's name. Then the lead or the intro, that is the summary of the news, the entire summary of the news having 5 W's and 1 H, which means who, what, when, where, and why. So a report should answer these 5 W's, and 1 H is how it happened, right? Where it happened, when it happened, and why it happened, and what has happened. These are the things should be answered under the intro, that is introduction, which creates the summary of the news. Then comes the body, that is detailed information and facts which are to be reported to the audience. Then finally the conclusion, which is the final statement or future updates. Okay, so these are the elements which are important while writing a news report. Then comes the what are the different types of news reports. We have seen the definition, we have seen the elements. Now, what are the different types of reports that we come across? First is the hard news. Hard news is basically the politics, accidents or crime or economy related areas. So it might be related to political news, reporting a government's thing, a government laws or regulations, or accident which has happened there on a street, or crime or a murder or whatever crime that has been committed. Then the economy related to financial and economic status of the country or the state. These are called as hard news. Then comes the soft news. Soft news are the entertainment, lifestyle, and culture. Well, it may relate it to the entertainment industry, or movies, or the television industry, which is where the shows are, live shows are. Or it may relate it to the lifestyle or culture of a particular sect of people. So these newses are soft news. Then comes the featured stories, that is human interest stories related to a particular person or a celebrity that you're going to report on the biography or the on of the person. Those are featured stories. Then the investigative reports, where it contains of in-depth research and analysis, where either you may be reporting about an election process or a crime that has happened. How do you analyze, how do you research that when, where, how it has happened, and how you analyze the report? These are the investigative reports. Then you have reports of sports and business news. So these are the different types of news reports which we come across day-to-day life. Then what are the steps in writing news reports? We have seen different elements, we have seen the types, and we have seen the different ways of how a news is being reported. Now let us see the steps involved in writing a report. Then first is collect information from the reliable sources. So when you're writing a report, when you want to write something to the media, you should first collect the information which is reliable source, where there is no what errors in that. Then verify the facts and the data. The collected data that you have, you should verify whether it is true or not. Then organize the information logically. Once you have your content in your hand, organize it accordingly so that it goes one after the other. Then write an engaging headline and a lead. First, give a title to the report that you're writing, and then give the intro, the lead in the sense intro of a summary or a gist of what you're writing. Then use simple and clear language. This is more important because you are addressing to the entire community, where there will be multicultural, diverse people will be there. So everybody should understand what you are writing or what you are reading it out as a report. So it should be simple and easy to understand. Then edit and proofreading before publishing. So finally, when you use all this, finally the stage comes to the proofreading stage, where all the information gathered, collecting the facts, verifying the details of it, then using simple language, and finally you sit and do the proofreading. If any errors are there, remove it, and then your report is ready. So that's how these steps are involved in writing a report. Now, we have seen now the news reporting. Now, what are interviews then? Interviews also play an important role in journalism, where anchor goes to the person directly, interviews and collect the information. So an interview is a conversation to gather information. First, something content you should have in your hands, in the sense you should go to the person, collect the information. That is, you have to interview the person there and gather the information. That you get the first-hand information. Used to collect opinions, facts, and expert views, helps in making news authentic and credible, requires preparation and good communication skills. This is more important for a reporter to go and interview a person. Your communication skills should be better, where you could ask questions in such a way that the interviewee gives the right answers. There you get the facts, right? So with that you will have your report ready. Now, since we have seen the definition of interviewing in a journalism, now let's see what are the different types of interviews where a reporter or a journalist can undergo. First is face to face. You go directly to the person and have a face to face interview, collecting the data. You can also call through telephonic interview. You can have a telephonic conversation with the person to gather information. Then comes the online virtual interview. Through social media, you can ask your questions, where the questions will be answered. Then you have a panel interview. You can make them sit in a boardroom or a media room and then ask questions, which is called as panel interviews. Then vox pop is the public opinion interview. So this is also nowadays in social media, this is more often being used. So these are the different types of interviews where a reporter or a journalist can collect information for delivering the data. Then comes, now you have seen the different types of interviews. Now let us see what are the techniques used in interviewing. Firstly, research the interviewee and the topic. So you should know whom you are interviewing and what topic you are talking about or asking the questions about. So that is more important for a reporter. Then prepare relevant questions before you before you know that, I mean, before you go to the place to interview, you should know what type of questions that you want to ask. Depending on the name of the interview or the person you are interviewing, you should know what type of questions that you're going to ask. Then ask open-ended questions. Don't be narrow-minded of asking very short questions where the interview feels little uncomfortable in answering you. So it should be an open-ended question where the interviewee can express his views properly. Then listen actively and take notes. When the interviewee is talking, sit silently and take notes, right? And maintain professionalism and respect. The way you talk, how you communicate the person matters a lot. So that's how you get your first-hand information as well. Then record with permission if needed. In case if you are unable to take down the notes, you can take the prior permission of the interviewee and ask him that him or her whether I can record. Then that recorded information that you have, you can go back, sit and open and listen to it to prepare your notes related to the report. Then after getting all these things in your hand, then how you present the news. Since you've gone through various types of interviews, you have chosen one type of interview, collected the data, you got your data in your hand, your content in your hand, and now how you're going to present it effectively. First, use clear pronunciation and voice modulation. What type of news you're reading, either in the telecasting transmission time. So you what words you are using, how your voice modulation is, keep a check on that. Then maintain eye contact and a confident posture. This is most important. You have to face the camera. You're facing the camera in the sense you're facing the audience. So the audience are viewing you. So you have to look to the through the audience, right? And then only you could feel confident in what you're saying. Use formal and simple language. This is most important. Don't use high-fi words where the common man cannot understand. Avoid personal bias and practical reading news scripts, and you should have a practice of reading the news scripts. This is more important. Before going live or before directly going before the camera, it's better for an anchor or the reporter to read the news, practice it thoroughly with voice modulation. Then you'll be more confident in facing the camera there. Then use visual and media support if needed. Then after reporting, after getting the information, after you present it, now before and after that, you should also keep in mind what are the ethics or the ethical information which should be used in news reporting and interviews, right? What are the ethics to be followed? What are the morals to be followed as a journalist? Now, accuracy and truthfulness is utmost important for any news reporter, right? Correctly getting the information and the truth, whether the fact is correct or not, verifying the facts. Accuracy is more important before going directly to the directly through broadcasting it, right? Then avoid fake news and misinformation. Respect privacy and sensitivity. Don't go or wenge into others people's life. It's their privacy. That's what a journalist should do. Don't frame questions which affects the private life of a person. So that's not what a journalist should do. So they should be careful in respecting the privacy and sensitivity of other people. Then maintain neutrality and fairness. A journalist should always be neutral. No taking sides or biased with one sector, one community. The journalist or the reporter should always be neutral. Then give credit to sources. If he gathers some information or gets the information through another source, the credibility should be given to the source, acknowledging that the information is got from so and so. Then follow media laws and regulations, which are very important. If violating of these laws and regulations will lead to serious crimes. Then finally, concluding this topic of news reporting and interviewing. News reporting and interviewing are the essential media skills. Good writing and presentations build credibility. Ethical journalism strengthens society. Practice regularly to become a confident and a media professional. This is very important for any journalist to practice. It's not that I can go live, I can do it. You have the confidence, but before going into a live, if you practice the information that you have, the content in your hand, practice it thoroughly with the nice voice modulation, with accuracy, the speed and the time, maintaining the time limit, you will be doing wonders in this field of journalism. So with this we'll conclude this topic. We will meet again in the next topic. Thank you.